So this is April 15th, 2019, and I don't know, in the last year I think I've just given up on trying to eat healthy, live healthy, exercise. I don't know what has come over me. I seem like I've been a big time losing energy, but all that aside, I've got to try to get my health back. I weighed 348.8 pounds this morning, so right at 350 pounds. Today is August 11th, 2020, and I weigh 293.6. 293.6. I'm wearing size 42 pants, but I can wear size 40s now. So friends, that intro was me back in 2019, back in April. I actually didn't start losing weight when I planned to when I made that video. It was back almost in November, before I actually made the commitment to doing it. So I've lost, I don't know, 54, 55 pounds since November of 2019. What happened, what finally made me decide to start getting a little bit more fit, is I was diagnosed with diabetes. I'd been for years, for probably 8 or 10 years. They'd been telling me I was pre-diabetes, and then finally I went like way over. I went to an A1C, I think, of 9.6, which I didn't even know what A1C was. Recently, just had it tested a few weeks back, and I'm down to about 7 now, and so it's on the right way. It's on the downward trend. And I thought what I'd do is start sharing a few videos about how I've lost my weight, and there's nothing trendy about it. It's not some diet that I followed. It doesn't have a cool name or anything. It's not even something. I've always thought it's such a scam, all of the diet programs and some of the workout programs. I mean, basically it always comes down to eat less, move more, eat the right kinds of things. Though what I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to start giving some tips, are just things that I've been able to do that are very simple and very easy. I have not been hard on my body. I've not worked out. I've not lifted weights or done anything crazy. I've not used any exercise gear. This basically has been a lot of walking, hiking, but not even hard. Not even doing it in a hard way. And the other tips I'm going to start sharing are just how I've been eating, and how to eat kind of low calorie but still fill your belly up and feel like you've really had something in there. And there's some little tricks and things that I've learned. Have I picked some of it up from this, that, or the other program? No, not really. I mean, I did do a vegetarian lifestyle thing a couple years back, where I tried it. Actually, it was more like a vegan thing. I couldn't hang with veganism, and I honestly can't hang 100% with vegetarian. So I would say I'm like probably 85% vegetarian. I mean, I eat some fish, I eat some chicken. Once in a while I'll eat some bacon or something. I don't eat a lot of pork. Once in a while I'll eat some ribs or something from a place, maybe once every couple months. So I do get just a little bit of beef in me. I do eat some cheese. But anyway, I'm not going to get deep into it. I just want to do this little intro video in case those of you who follow me for guitar or for drone or for North Carolina lifestyle. I mean, I've got too much stuff on my channel, I know I do, but I'm going to start putting a few just fitness videos on there. Not really fitness, just how I'm doing it and doing it easy. So once my doctor had the heart-to-heart with me and told me that I could die, I could go blind, I could lose feet. There's just the heart disease, stroke. Stroke probably scares me more than anything, to think I would have a stroke and be mentally disabled or part of my body not work or whatever. So I think that's what really woke me up more than anything. And I just got righteous about how I eat. And I will say one thing, my first tip was, as a diabetic, I just cut all the sugar out, all the white refined sugar. That'll be my first tip, which is part of this video. I've not eaten, I used to eat Little Debbie cakes, boxes of Little Debbie cakes. Swiss cake roll was what got me. And I would eat candy, ice cream. None of this I've eaten. I've eaten no pie. I've eaten no, not even Skittles. I've not even chewed gum that has sugar in it. I mean, I'm sure I've been getting a lot of sugar because it's there in other foods and stuff, but I try to consciously cut anything that's kind of crappy. Just food I know is not great. I mean, I've cut French fries out. I don't eat potato chips. The only kind of chips I eat are like whole grain type Sun chips and stuff. And And now, interestingly, pork rinds. I don't eat pork much, but once in a while, pork rinds, something like that, that'll fill me up. But I'll go over more of that later. But I'll go over what foods are my friends and what foods I know just kill my diet. But I gotta say this: 50 pounds lighter. I'm still at 294 pounds this morning. So 294 pounds is still huge. I am, though, a former athlete and former football player, and I never was one that lifted weights a whole lot. I think I developed a fitness, a strength, and a sort of a level of fitness by throwing probably, I was trying to guess the other day, I probably threw at least 500,000 or 600,000 bales of hay during my youth. My dad started putting me in hay fields back when they had bales, not big old rolls. And I think when I was 11, he figured out I could throw a bale of hay that was about 60 pounds into a bed of a truck. And from then on, it was just like every single summer I had other jobs that I would do too. But then in the evenings when Dad would get off work, Dad had a baling rig. He had a rake, and he had the mower, and he had the baler, and then Dad found out people liked him baled a little tight, and he'd bale them about 70 pounds a bale. And back in those days, I would grab a 70-pound bale in each hand, and I would go through the fields, kind of running alongside the trucks. I made pretty good money doing it. I was the guy that would throw it up into the truck or throw it up onto the trailer or whatever they had. And then when we get to the barn, usually we'd be throwing hay up into lofts, and I'd be throwing these bales of hay up into the lofts. And what that did sort of transformed me, and it gave me a level of fitness back then that was just amazing. And I ended up being captain of the football team and that kind of thing, just because it made me fast and strong and explosive. And even though I have been in my life up to 381 pounds is the most I ever was, I never was 100% out of shape. So I'm not going to pretend that even in my weight loss it's not been a certain level of fitness already there. But I will say this, I had let myself go pretty bad, and my pathway back has not been heavy exercise. It's been very, very moderate exercise. Some people would think not enough, but it's been careful eating and careful exercise, and more to come on this. Some sort of mini videos. This may be the longest one that I do, but I thought I'd share that with you, and why you'll start seeing a few weight loss videos on my channel. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.